with the slope going across. We're going to do the same thing with this eye. This eye's not, there's no detail, so it'll be a lot easier. What's going on, Wendy? What's going on, Luck? Pretty Face Toya. How you guys doing today? Hello, 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 hello. If you guys can hit like on the way in, that would be phenomenal. That would be awesome. Vicky Jones, hello, hello, hello. So we are on day 5 of drawing my wife. Let me move this over just a little so I can see my reference. Get that back down. Maria, Mr. Fluff, Emery Blue, how you guys doing? Hello, 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 everybody. Moving the reference over so I can see it a little bit better. All right. Okie doke. So we'll probably be using the erasers again and probably still using the dark 6B. I think it's the 6B. So we're going to be using erasers, and more erasers. Kneaded eraser and the regular sharp eraser. So that's pretty much what we did the last live. It wasn't as long of a live. I got a phone call that disrupted my last live. So we're back. Oreo, how you doing? Claude, what's going on? All right. So we need to move this one a little bit down. As you can probably see, this one's a little bit higher up, and it's just on a different angle. And I want to make sure I'm going to get this the same distance apart, or the same size. So I'm measuring my reference right now. All right, Winston, what's going on? Cool Hand Luke, what's up? You guys can hit like on the way in. That would be great. All right, so we're going to move this eye over here. This is probably going to be around the start. So we're going to be doing a lot of erasing. Not really erasing, just the good thing about graphite is it smears right into each other. So we can just do this. And we can clear most of it with the eraser. And I'll probably just be doing more erasing. So there's no need to get rid of the erasing because I'm moving it all over anyway. Carlos Rodriguez, Realtor. Anthony, what's up? All right. So Danielle Alston, Benita Warner. Hello, 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 hello. Let's use the needed. We need to bring this all over. So my shading is correct. It's the eye that needs to come down just a little bit. Come down and over just a little bit. We're going to do this. That's going to be my placekeeper here. All right. Actually, I should use a lighter. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't want to fill this in because I can use some of that lighting over here. Actually, I'll just delete it now I look at it. Tiara, how you doing? Mary Smith, hello, hello. I can actually add to this by pulling some of this up. Anitra, how you doing? Bring some of this up. Ray Pena, what up? Carlos, it never mattered anyway. What's up? We're just going to pull this whole eye over a little bit and up a tad. Get some of this up and change the slope a little bit. Marty, what's up? Dave, Cassandra, Casper, what's up, everybody? Anthony, hello, 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 hello. We are lifting this eye up. And the shape was a little off too, so we're going to correct that. Nope, still not enough. Guess I do got to come up a little bit more. Mo Raw Chicken, encourage your it says encourage your viewers. Leanne, Tim, Ryan, Lisa, Harvest. How you guys doing today? Hello, 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 hello. Mo, Sunny, Stephanie. All right. We're bringing this all over. Might as well get rid of all of this. Let's see. Let's wipe the whole thing out. Let's wipe this whole thing out, or at least lighten it. Sorry if that's loud. I don't know how loud that is. True to the game, Luis. Ma? I can't read that name. Yolanda, Kat, Morgan, Robert. Black boy, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Sinham, how you doing? I'm gonna take some of this eraser. What up, Nathan? As per my bio, Bobby, get rid of some of this. And again, I'm just using a kneaded eraser and picking up these darks to make it a little bit easier. All right. Esmeralda, Yaz, Asphalt, Cynthia, how you guys all doing? Simply More, hello, hello, hello. All right, so now we can cut across like this. The eye is much smaller than I had it. It's going to actually come up to here now. Which means I need to get rid of more of this iris just to get rid of it. What's up, Robert? How you doing? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping by today. Hearts of Texas, hello, hello, hello. I'm trying not to press too hard on this so I can keep some of that undertone left. All right. Basement, what's up? Chicken, what's going on? Thank you guys for the likes. Keep hitting like. That really, really, really helps. Let's go down here. I'm gonna cut across. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I actually got to come down, so I didn't erase enough. I got to come down here. Where I had the iris. And it looks like it might look like it's hard to erase. It's really not. I'm just trying not to erase really harshly, so I don't over erase where I may need to shade back dark. So you can see how I rounded this eye out last live. We're gonna do this here. Miss Jocelyn, hello, hello. Andre Montgomery, what up, what up? I need to zoom in on this eye. What's up, G Will? It better not mess up. Let me get all this up. There we go. This is tricky because of how dark it is on my reference right here. So we're just going to cut across like this for now. If we have to do any adjusting, I will. But as of right now, we're looking good. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Mechanic Dwight, what's up? chop away at some of this. Oh, just dropped my kneaded eraser. I always got another one. Cleaning off an eraser with an eraser. Thank you so much for the gift, Mechanic. Appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. And hello to you too. Thank you so much, Lee. Appreciate you. Omar, Mike. What's up, everybody? Thank you, thank you, thank you. MM or M&M, however you want that said. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So now I can get all the shading under here, right? Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to darken back. What I do with my... Just had it. What did I do with my pencil? Did it fall too? Oh, here it is. Had it in my lap. All right. I'm actually going to darken back down here. Because this is where... This is the darkest area on the drawing, so I want to keep that. I don't want to lose that just because I did the adjustment there. That's not right. Let me get rid of that. Pick that right back up. I don't want to lose this because this is going to be the darkest part of my drawing right here. It's very, 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 very defined. And it accents my wife's high cheekbones because it's going to cut across here. So this is important. It's a reason why the shade's doing what it's doing. All right, now I can come back and lighten this up. Money or Moni, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Again, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you guys for the likes. We're at 2,000. That's amazing. I really, really, really. Every time I see that, it's awesome. Get this back in. Cut back in here. All right, now I can start lighting back up. This is what I was trying to avoid. So now you can see I could press it a lot harder than I was and get it lighter. I was avoiding that so I didn't do it in the wrong spot and have to retone that whole area. And what this also means is I can fill this back in too. And then I can adjust that afterwards. All right, cool. The highlight, this one here, or are you talking about one of my video highlights? Either way, thanks, Robert. Appreciate it. Let's see. We can get this underneath. All right. This is all going to be there. Susie, hello, hello, hello. Barber 007. Thank you guys for all stopping in. I really, really, really appreciate that. Let's get this a little lighter. I'm trying not to make it too light. I'm gonna use this one instead. Victoria, hello, 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 hello. Thank you, Susie. I appreciate that. And yes, she is beautiful. This is the drawing of my wife. So this has to stay dark. I can't go too light. So I can leave all of this alone for now. Oh, thank you. G. Will. It's a fact. I mean, everybody knows that. Whether I say it or not, everybody knows that. I need to make this a little bit smaller on this side. It's actually going to be light on this side anyway. Thank you, Miss Susie. All right, let's across. I got to be careful with her eyes though, because I thought I had them already, and then ended up having to readjust them because I wasn't happy with them. She's got interesting angles on her eyes. I didn't know. I mean, you could see them, but when I was trying to capture them, what's up, Magoo? It didn't reflect right. All right, I'm gonna clean this up one more time. So there's gonna be some glares on this side. So I can lighten this up here, but I'm gonna make this dark first. Maxine Medina, how you doing? Thank you, Maxine. Appreciate that. Capture some of this shine from over here, but in actuality, the shine's coming from this side. But just for consistency, I'm gonna keep some of that here. This side, for something with the shading, has more of the glare on this side, which is interesting because usually on the eyes you'll see the glare in the same spots or almost in the same spots. No, this is not charcoal, Jose Luis. This is graphite. Last drawing was charcoal. This one's graphite. The one I did of my father was charcoal. But I did use the very similar style to charcoal style. I did the foundation first, did all the dark shading, did all the lights first, and then I'm coming back in for detailing. So that's definitely my the way I used to do graphite and pencil drawings. So you're using different sizes of charcoal. No, no charcoal at all. No charcoal. This is all. This is graphite. These are graphite. This is 2B. So this one's 2B graphite. This is 6B graphite. And then all my pencils are all graphite. These are all graphite. No charcoal. Not this time. This is one of those woodless. It probably looks like it because this is one of the woodless graphites, but it is definitely graphite. Pencil size, yes. Not different sizes, really. I mean, they're different sizes just because they're used, but it's really there's 2B, HB, or HB is the lightest, then 2B, then 4B, then 6B. So they're not different sizes; they're different softness. I guess is the right word. I don't know if that's the right word. Woodless graphite. So a normal pencil has wood, and even this side, even though it's black, it's wood also. This graphite pencil has no wood. This is all graphite. This is just hardened, and then this is actual just graphite. That's why it looks weird. So that's the difference. Oh yeah, yes, Jose. My bad. Yes, but yeah, it's very similar. The style is similar. The biggest difference, obviously, is how the spreadability and the softness. Charcoal gets really soft. This graphite is gray, It's all shades of gray. You're not going to really get a solid black, well, you can get a solid white when you're erasing, but I may I may use a white I may use a white paint marker by the end of this, just for like 2 or 3 areas. No, I don't care about smudging. That doesn't bother me because I don't smudge areas that are important. So I'm never going to come in and do this. I'm smudging in areas that I've already laid the foundation for, so I'm not worried about any of that. I need to get all of this back. Yeah, that's why I operate in the order that I do, so I don't have to worry about smudging. That's why I don't really like doing yeah, I'm using crayon. No, 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 no. It's gonna be a paint marker. This so far the highlight, this is just erased. I just erased it because I already did my foundation. I don't have anything. This is just eraser. This is gonna be eraser. But I may use a white paint marker towards the end, just like the very last thing I do. I haven't decided on that yet. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, this is just eraser. Mm, mm. Yeah, graphite can be very, very fun, and there's so many different ways you can use it. The only thing and it's not that I dislike it. I just don't like you can't get it as, or I can't get it as dark as I want. I really, really like getting the blacks all the way black, and this is gray. Really, really, really dark gray is the most you're gonna get out of graphite. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. So you just, I've done a few of those. They're not as time consuming as I thought I used to do those when I was in school. People thought they were very time consuming, but they really aren't. It's just, but it is fun. Use HB for out here because it's not going to get dark. So there's no reason to go that dark. We're going to do this instead. So HB, no matter how hard I press, it's not going to get as dark as this. It's some kind of Canson. I don't know what kind it is. Some kind of Canson. Went to Hobby Lobby. They don't sell very many papers anymore, or types of paper anymore in the big chains. Yeah, it's very easy to try and cheat when you're just doing the dots. I figured out ways to cheat though. If you do your shades first, you can. Well, it depends if you're doing a pen, but if you're using graphite, there's definitely ways to cheat. People think you took a lot more time than you did. All right, so iris is still dark. It's still too big. I need to still come in more here. Yeah, pen and ink. There's no cheating that. This one's smaller than this one, so I'm just bringing this in again more. I can be very, very, very nitpicky when I do this, but all right, let's try this. Thank you guys so much for the likes. That erasing pulled this out a little bit. Erasing my eraser. What up, Curtis? How you doing? All right, a little bit better. Still feels like I'll need to adjust it later, but all right. Thank you. I appreciate that, Curtis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely appreciate that. Just get lost. What's up? Mike Bay, what's up? Let me soften this up a little. So now I can start cleaning up around the eye. Got some lashes going on. I don't have to get super detailed with those yet because they're just going to be gone over several times. Judy, how you doing? Yeah, this is just a regular. Bring this down. Oh, too harsh. That's why I use the kneaded eraser more than the regular mechanical, because the mechanical can go really harsh. I've avoided doing that until just now. So let's do this. We'll get back to using this one instead for now. But that's a good example. So when I keep saying I'm trying not to erase too hard, this is what I'm trying to avoid. Because when that happens, it gets it's not horrible. It just, you have to go back and recorrect your tones after the fact. But I'm over here worried about the noise that I'm making by shaking this whole thing in you guys' ears, because the mic is right here. Try to cheat, and you can't always cheat. Sometimes you just got to do it the right way. But thank you so much for the gift. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lychee, what's up? Oh, let's pull the whole eraser out. Shauna, hello, hello, hello. TFT, what's up? Right, now let me see if I can clean this back up, because I almost avoided it for a whole drawing. I have to pull out the old stump and see if I can soften some of this. Get rid of that harsh dig that I did with that eraser. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah. That's going to come back. This is going to come back to haunt me. I just got to be more. Actually, I need to let some of this graphite build up on here so it doesn't go as harsh. We'll see if I can do that. So it doesn't cut in so hard. I'm just dirtying it up. so it doesn't cut in that harsh and create that really hard highlight that I don't want, that I don't need. There we go. That's better. Much, 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 much better. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Thank you guys so much for what, 3,300 likes? That's awesome. All right. That dig is still there. I can still see it. I don't know. You guys can't see it as much, but it's there. And I'm not getting rid of that. This is almost like getting a real like fingerprint on a drawing. I hate that because you can't get rid of it. It's the oils that are in your hand. It won't go away. You can try to cover it up. You can do whatever you want. It will not go away. Digging in too hard with the eraser does that too. Very, 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 very similar. It drives me crazy. But that's a risk you take when you lay the foundation out first. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. I know you don't have to do that. That's what makes it really cool to me. Every time I see that happen, that's awesome. That really, really is. Because it shows you're either learning something or you just like it or whatever it is. That's very cool that people do that. That's so cool. All right, I'm pressing hard right here again. Yeah, so with the charcoal drawing, I started out just drawing. I used charcoal and then did all this. With this drawing, I laid out the foundation first, so I'm essentially drawing with the eraser. Yeah, I've been on TikTok for about a month, 2 months, maybe. I started out with a drawing of my father, and this is only the second drawing that I'm doing on TikTok. So I appreciate all those gifts. I didn't even understand until my wife told me that you guys can send gifts. So when I see 4 gifts, that's amazing because I don't understand that stuff, but it's awesome, and it's somebody giving me something that I did not have before I started this drawing. So it's greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. All right, that's more like the reference. Let me come down. Take tips. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, I know they translate the bread. It's just still, to me, it's fascinating that people will come out of their pocket. That's so cool to me, just for drawing, which means I'm creating a value to somebody, and they're willing to put an amount to it. That's very, very, very generous. And I've been on YouTube for a while, and I'll see people get like it's called a super chat on YouTube, and they kind of read it, but it doesn't seem like they understand somebody came out their pocket. So I try to make it a point to say, "Hey, I get that. That is it is not something I take lightly at all." What's up, inquiries? Inquiries? I think it's inquiries. Yeah, I ain't being on no streets, but I get you. I got you. I'll take those tips. It's a digital cup for sure, for sure. Inquiries, nice, creative, very creative. All right, so now I got this shape around up here. Still can lighten it up a little bit. I am actually gonna do that. Thank you guys for following. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Thank you guys for all the likes. We're at 4,000. That's amazing. Um, yeah, it is definitely, definitely, definitely appreciated. All right. Friday, what's up? Shauna, thank you for the follow. So this is actually a harsh line here. We're going to go harsh. And then it comes up here. And then it starts here from the lashes. And then it kind of just fades away here. Is it lychee or lychee? I've been drawing for a long time. I was about 6 or 7 when I started drawing, and my father started showing me some stuff, and I didn't even know he was an artist. I learned literally when he just started showing me stuff, and he was fast. I could not believe. First of all, I couldn't believe he could draw because I didn't know, but I couldn't believe how fast he could draw. To this day, like I remember how fast he was, and that's what really fascinated me. This is too low, but we'll adjust we'll go wide. We'll do this first, and then I'll fill in where it's supposed to really go. We'll just do this first. We'll fill that in later. It doesn't have to be precise yet. This is more of a placeholder because I really don't want to focus on this right now, so I'm not gonna overly concern myself with all of that. I just want it to be in place so I can start coming back to here and getting my darks in like this. Yeah, I was doing an assignment and my father was like, I was drawing something and I was like really, 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 really young. And it had to be, it was something about sports. I just remember it being I just remember it being a boxer. So I'm sitting there drawing however well I was drawing. I don't even remember my details of what I was doing. I can only remember how fast he drew a boxer. And I was like, holy, he drew the stance, he drew the gloves, he did everything so quick. And that was fascinating to me. So I started trying to do that. And I found myself drawing boxers for no reason, just drawing boxers. And then he started telling me about Muhammad Ali and Joe Louis and all these people. And I got into boxing, but really it all started from a drawing for a school assignment. But then I got complimented for the boxer that I drew. The teacher didn't think I did it, and that's a really good feeling because when I Chicago, but when I don't know, I've seen people take stuff like that as an insult. That was honored because that means I did something right. When a teacher doesn't think you did something, she she questioned whether or not I drew it, and that's almost like I don't know if any of you guys game being accused of cheating and you're not. That's a really good feeling because that just means you got something. So when I got accused of not doing that drawing, I was that was a very, very big compliment to me. I wasn't mad at all. Yeah, out of Chicago, from Chicago. Right now, we're in Texas. We'll probably stay here forever. But I grew up, born and raised in Chicago. And this needs to come on an angle like this. We're gonna come this way. Oh, love, 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 love. I don't like Texas. I love Texas. We're in Houston. Absolutely love Texas. I've lived in a few places. I've lived in California. I've lived in Orange County, California. I've lived in Los Angeles, California. I was born and raised in Chicago. I've lived in Phoenix, Arizona, the outskirts of Phoenix, Arizona. I've lived all over. Um, but yeah, it's Texas is different. It's different. I love it. And gee will. No, 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 no. This is not. This is just Once or twice a week, I come on and do this. What's up, Rachel Banks? How you doing? Yeah, this is not my job, no. Oh, let me use this one here. This one's lighter. Rachel May, hello. Rachel Banks, as always, thank you. Hello. Mm, 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 mm. All right. I can actually fill all this in here. There is a very harsh, I may open, I had a brand new kneaded eraser. I may open it just for this one line here. I actually got two. This one's too big. I want to get one line in here. And I know if I use this one, it's going to hack into it. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to open this brand new. If I can find the opening. What's up, Serge? Yeah, we'll use this. All right, let's open this. Every time you buy pencils, you get new kneaded erasers. Or I do. So I'm just going to use this just for right here. This is a brand new kneaded eraser. I mean, brand spanking new. It still did it. Dang it. I was hoping. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work as planned. Thank you, guys, child. No, that didn't work as planned. Yeah, that didn't work. I guess I'm going to use this. So I'm going to clean this back off with the other kneaded eraser. Get all that graphite off of it, and I'm going to try to cut back in. So what I'm doing is a glare. The way I did this is I just cut across with the eraser really harshly and hard. Press down pretty hard. I'm trying to get all the charcoal off of the eraser. Yes, definitely. I use acrylic, watercolors, oil, charcoal and graphite are my favorites. So charcoal and just pencil are my favorites. But I went to school. Oh, cool! I broke a piece off of this. I mean, this is gonna be nice and clean. So I got this almost spotless. So I'm gonna cut across this eye. Still not working. Ah, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to come back to that then. I wanted to get a nice sharp slash through here. You know what? Maybe I'll cut it off. I got my X-Acto knife. All right, let's see if that works. I'm doing a lot just to get one line, but so I just cut the top off of here. See if that helps. No, that sucks. We'll come back to it. What's up, Cranky Panky? We'll try to get back on that. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. 4,200 likes. I appreciate every one of those taps. go back in here and reshape this. Thank you, Tay Tay. Thank you very much. Sharpen this real quick. Get a good sharp tip on here. You guys can't see those, but just getting some individual lashes so so you could see what it is. If you're close, you'd be able to see what it is, but it's not just a big blotch of shade. She actually had some thick eyelashes on that day. Get more off of here. Oh, you can zoom. That's cool. Very cool. I didn't know that. I really, like, when I say I don't have much TikTok experience, I really don't have any TikTok experience. Even from watching perspective, I guess if you're on an iPad, you can zoom on anything. Yeah, so the eyelash is actually going to come higher up. Lighten this up. Let me define the eyelash a little bit better now. Separated from the shade. No, Godchild's not from my imagination. It's my wife. I have a reference. I just don't know how to put it up so you guys can see it. It would be really cool if I could put it like up in the corner or something. Like on YouTube, there's a way to put images and just leave them sitting. If there's probably is, I just don't know how to do it. I guess I should look into that because that would probably help you guys see what I'm doing. Oh, you can't see? See. I just need to look into it a little bit more. But that makes sense that you would be able to just leave it here so you guys have something, you guys have a reference to, and don't think I'm just drawing from memory or whatever. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Let me shape these eyelashes out because she'll probably kill me for having her eyelashes not right. This one can come over more. She'd be mad if I mess up her eyelashes. At least get that up. I'm gonna outline them. He said, people, so one good thing about coming over from YouTube, that's about as mean as it gets, man. So I'm used to that. But I'm sure there's mean people everywhere. It's all good. She's probably gonna want me to spend time on these eyebrows. some more here. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Cranky. Thank you. Yeah, I've only done 2 on here. It's my father, which was a long process. It was charcoal. I really, really, really wanted to get that right. And then this one. But this one's not going to be as long of a process because I'm much faster with charcoal, or yeah, with charcoal, or sorry, with graphite than I am with charcoal. I think that's the general shape. I'm gonna have to look back at this. This is one of those things I'm gonna have to step all the way back and look at. I can already see this one's thicker for sure. But I'll check out your stuff, Craig. What do you do, Crank? You said you do painting? I'll definitely check it out. I will support for sure. I want to see people doing oh, Curtis. Okay. I'll support Curtis also. I want to see people doing graffiti art. I used to do graffiti art many lives ago. I'm gonna find me a graffiti page. But I've used every kind of medium. Thank you, Bright Light. Appreciate that. Thank you guys for the gifts, for all the gifts. Thank you guys for all the likes. I genuinely appreciate it. TikTok will only let you go an hour before they cut you off, so we're like 5 minutes away. Really 8 minutes, but every time I've gone over, I had to download it and cut it out. Or not necessarily download, but I had to cut it out. Michigan, nice. You could cross the lake from us, or from where I grew up, at least. Okay, that's decent enough. Decent enough. You can stay on, but I can't cut. So to repost them, you have to cut it down to an hour. I know I can stay on forever, but then I can't post it. You got to break it up. You got to break it up. You can get me. I appreciate it. Blend this back in a little bit. This is where I butchered it right here. You go and download the whole thing in the studio. You can download the whole thing, but don't you still got to split it up? Hey, teach me, because when I post, like at 1 hour, it's going to give me a warning and have a puzzle piece and say, "Are you still doing?" Thank you, Miss Juicy Fruit. I appreciate that. But then when I go to try to post, it says you can only post 1 hour. So I'm like, oh man. So I've just been cutting it off. I mean, it was called the artwork hour anyway. So it didn't bother me that much. But I'll definitely cool. Hey man, that's cool. Share. The one cool thing about most artists I've ever known, is we share techniques, we share ideas, we encourage. So absolutely, especially if you went to art school, you know that like there's not real competitiveness going out other than wanting to be better. And that's not even necessarily about the other person, it's about yourself. It's more inspiration type of thing. I used to go to Art Institute just for inspiration. I used to go to Chuck Close exhibits just for inspiration. So it's just a different. It's not like sports where you're competing against each other. There's nothing to compete. Yeah, nobody's ever in. Exactly. Exactly. That's one cool thing about artists is at least in visual. So if you're drawing or whatever, I don't know about clothes or food. That seems to be more competitive. But when we're doing stuff like this, it's more encouragement and help. So I would appreciate anything, any kind of help like that. That's awesome, man. And I will be over on your lives. I don't know if I could stay in there for 5 hours, but I'll be over there. But yeah, so this is the artwork hour anyway. So I figured, okay, it's fine. I'll just stay on an hour and get off because I was doing 2 hours on YouTube. Um, but the other issue with what I'm doing is I need to every now and then step back about 5, 10 feet, um, and look at it and just stare for a little bit. And then nobody wants to see me do that. So I figured an hour is good when I'm done. Thank you, Miss Juicy Fruit. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I figured an hour is good. When I'm done on here, I close it out. I step back for a little while, then I know what I'm going to be working on the next live. So it actually is working out. And like I said, I already had the name of artwork hours, so I was like, oh, this works out good. It kind of fixed itself. But I will be following you right after this live, and yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. And I'll probably be bothering you, asking you questions while you're drawing or painting. Cool. So, here I go again. This is dangerous. See how that cuts in? That's a man. It's a sharp cut, but that's perfect for my reference. So 5,800 is awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Miss Juicy Fruit. There's a little bit of patch up here too. I was gonna ask how you know I'm black, but then I realized my whole arm and part of my head is in is right here to be seen. So thank you, man. Definitely appreciate it. And with that, we are at 59 minutes. Get off so I don't have to do the editing, but I will absolutely be following you right after this. I don't know how I sound. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate all the new follows. Appreciate 5 gifts. That's amazing. Thank you, Miss Regina. Thank you, Miss Shauna. Where's my mouse? Thank you, Mr. Curtis. I'll be seeing you again. Miss Susie, Mr. Mechanic. I thank you all, and I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Miss Juicy Fruit, thank you over on YouTube. Rachel Banks, as always, G Will, thank you, thank you, thank you guys. And I will see you guys later as well.